Indian subcontinent, human values and ethical orientation, film adaptation of literary text, public policy, social linguistics, business skills, IT and globalization, economics, introduction to logic, making of modern India, critical thinking and ethics, French language. So in all, these are a few courses that we've been offering, and I think for your degree requirement you need 24 HSS credits. So you need to opt for, in every semester after first year you need to opt for 1 or 2 HSS electives to fulfill your credit requirement of HSS. Okay. Now the department boasts of highly qualified and motivated faculty to deliver these courses. The faculty has membership in renowned professional societies like Modern Language Association of America, British Council, American Library at the US Embassy, Indian Economic Association, English Language Teachers Association of India, and South Asian Literary Association of America. The faculty actively publishes in refereed journals and conferences. It has a number of journal papers and book chapters to its credit. One project submitted to Indian Council of Social Science Research is under consideration. So these are all the departmental activities that faculty is involved in. The department is actively engaged in organization of international conferences, workshops and seminars. It organized an international conference on translation studies and a teacher training workshop in the past. A workshop on communication and soft skills is being planned for October this year, 2013. It also offers summer internship projects to all UG students, which often culminates in practical training in soft skills required for industry. The department makes its presence felt through involvement in various social outreach, entrepreneurship and innovation programs. The E-Cell and Innovation Cell of the Institute are platforms for the budding entrepreneurs who seek a career in business. So you all should actively look for chance to get membership of these cells, okay? Innovation or entrepreneurship cell. And if you are a member, then you will be actively engaged in all the activities associated with that particular cell. Now, to bring out the best in creative talent, the department takes proactive steps to encourage students to participate in debates, write articles for the annual magazine, which is nth degree, we call it nth degree, which comes out annually, and mentor students for participation in conferences and seminars. So it's up to you to take up any topic. If you think that you locate some conference, if you think you are fit to write for that and present the same paper in the conference, we are always there to help you. But the initiative has to come from you. Okay, so you can think of a topic, you can locate a conference, and then you can approach any faculty member to help you, to guide you. Okay, students who have an interest in literature or creative writing should seek to be members of the literary committee. This is again the forum which is actually guided by the HSS faculty. So if you are good in writing or debates or any other kind of literary activity, then you should propose your name to be a member of this committee. Okay, and then you get certificates and all, which will help you in future. As you also might have noticed from the range of courses offered, we offer a vast range of courses as electives. So there are a number of avenues for students who would like to pursue research in HSS subjects. So besides writing conferences and journal papers, you can also write projects on engineering ethics, because we offer a course on ethics, applied ethics, e-governance, humanitarian applications of technology, application of law in technology, psychology and human behavior, and media and communication. So these, you see, these are not hardcore HSS subjects, but something related to your field of study also. So if you are, all the while in most of the subjects, communication skills are being taught, and it's an important aspect of an engineer's personality, or for that matter, any person's personality. So it's always good to indulge in all these activities. HSS faculty is always ready. We are there to motivate and mentor you. Now, in faculty profile, we have 5 regular faculty members and we offer PhD programs in our respective area of specialization. And we are also supported by a host of distinguished visiting faculty to offer other wide-ranging HSS courses. Okay, so of course I am there. I'm Manju Dhariwal and my area of specialization is English language and literature and communication theory. Dr. Rajpala Singh, her research area is health psychology. Dr. Narendra Kumar, his research areas are cultural studies, post-colonial studies, literatures of the Indian subcontinent, and adaptation studies. Dr. Usha Kanungo, who will be teaching you English in first year, who you've already interacted with, I think. Of course, she has, her research area is applied linguistics, sociolinguistics, and English language teaching. And then Dr. Surendra Singh Nehra, who will be teaching economics as an elective in next year. I mean, not right now to you. Then we have visiting faculty, Professor A.P. Singh. He is again, you might have noticed, he proposed the vote of thanks that day, during the first day. So he also offers many soft skills and business skills courses, and all this initiative was also started, eCell and Innovative Club. He mentors all those clubs. So if you become members, then you will come in direct contact with him. And then we have C.S. Barla. He is a visiting faculty offering economics elective to 4th year students. Mrs. Beena Gokhale, again, some of you might be taught by her. In the very first year, she will be teaching you first year English.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Dr. Ajit Patel, HOD Maths Department, to say a few words.
Dear colleagues, all students and freshers, good evening to all. So I first welcome all freshers to LNMIIT. I'll first start with some brief introduction to Department of Mathematics. So we have a strong group of applied mathematics and pure mathematics. All are doctorate from IITs, IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, IIT Delhi. And as I told, thanks to Professor Raghavendra, retired professor from IIT Kanpur, that he recently joined to our department and giving more weightage not only our department but to our institute. So he has spent more than 25 years at IIT Kanpur. In his credit, lots of good referred journals and produced many PhD students. Dr. Vikas Gupta, one of another colleague, he is listed in the Marquis Who's Who in the World Bibliography. So this is, in addition to that, we have published many referee journals, and recently one research project of nearly 25 lakhs has been granted by Department of Science and Technology, and this is duration is for 3 years. Dr. Akhlaq is investigator of that project, and myself and Dr. Gupta, he is co-investigator of this project. And again, I would like to thank our director that he has agreed to set up a central parallel computing lab. I just wanted to inform here that this parallel computing lab facilities you will find in very few places. So this is it's the central facility, and using that facility, all faculty member, all students can get benefited out of that. So Math department offers several interdisciplinary courses like number theory, graph theory, discrete mathematics, wavelet analysis, fractals, parallel computing, numerical method to PDs, etc. These are just few names, and we design our courses according to the needs of engineering, needs of this new age. So these are again apart from this core mathematics courses, which you will see that that is your calculus in first semester, differential equations in second semester, and then complex analysis, probability theory. Those are core courses. Everybody has to do that courses. Okay. So, yeah, although in first year you cannot go through that elective courses that which I mentioned, that are actually electives. So, but later on in your second year onwards, you can choose those courses as your elective and according to your interest. And then based on that, you can opt for some projects, some internship in several institutes, some leading institute like ISCs, IITs, all those things. In fact, you can go for some internship with our faculty members here itself. Okay, so currently mathematics department is offering two programs. One is your PhD programs. So we have PhD students working on applied mathematics, and second, that is your mathematics and information technology. And in future, we are planning to start some master programs so that some of you can join in that program. With career and opportunity prospect, I can say that means nowadays it's much wider. So many industries, financial sectors like to take students with knowledge in mathematics, computer science and engineering. For example, all financial banks, ONGC, DRDO, ISRO, they are looking for mathematician with good engineering background. So it's your opportunity, means you can go, you can choose those areas. So if again, if you someone interested in academia, then he can always choose for higher degree like MS program, PhD programs within India and outside India. Means if you have some mathematics background and you from engineering knowledge, then people will like to take you for PhD students in outside. So it's a good situation for you. So you can go for those, you can choose for those career. And nowadays there are lots of conferences, workshops are going on in India. It's fractional part, right? Because computer is some finite machine. It needs to stop somewhere. So due to that, it has some error. That is called your roundup error. So it is very less, but if it accumulates, then you will see that it become very disaster. I'll give that example. During 1991, there is
Now may I invite Dr. Anupam Singh, HOD Physics Department, to come upon stage and brief us about the Physics Department.
Today I'll be talking to you about the Physics Department. The Physics Department is a relatively small department here. We do not actually now there were plans in the past of us offering a BTech program in engineering physics, but slowly we are moving most likely in a direction where we'll have a master's level program in engineering physics, but not bachelor's level program. So at the moment, our primary role is to help all the other departments with the core courses and the science electives. The core courses, of course, are Physics 1 and Physics 2. Physics 1 and the lab, Physics lab, right? So the 2 theory courses and 1 lab course, all of them in your first year. And then there are science elective courses which are spread over the remaining years. So from your second year to your fourth year. Let me talk a little bit about the core courses which will be common to all of you. So let me talk about that first, and it will be coming up first in your first year also. So Physics 1 will deal with classical mechanics, mechanics as you know it. And then there will also be thermodynamics, waves and optics. Right? Those are the other components of Physics 1. Physics 2 will deal with quantum mechanics, electricity and magnetism, and physics of condensed matter systems. Right? So, and then the Physics lab will deal with all of those from a laboratory or experimental perspective. Right? So you'll have something like 12 experiments spread out over all these disciplines, and you'll be so for both Physics 1 and Physics 2, you'll be broken up into 2 sections, Sections A and Section B, like most of the other core courses. And for the Physics lab, we will actually be split up into two. The first half of you will do it in semester 1, and the second half of you will do it in your second semester. And then of course within each semester, physics lab can at most accommodate only about 30-35 students at a time. So you'll be broken up into smaller sections of 30-35 students each that will be doing a lab at any given point in time. And that will obviously therefore be spread out over the different days of the week. Once you complete your first year, then from your second year onwards, you will be having science electives, and the science electives themselves will range over a number of subjects. So just to give you a few examples, there's classical mechanics and field theory, there's a course on material science, course on nanotechnology, a course on sensors and technology, there's a course on optics, lasers and communications, on biomedical devices even, and which is offered by a physics department faculty. And then there's also a course on physics of the universe. So there's a wide range of elective courses, and this is not by any means that an exhaustive list, and we are always coming up with new courses depending upon the interest of the faculty and the students, at least as far as the science elective courses are concerned. So for instance, this semester we have 2 or 3 new courses that have been introduced, and this will continue in the future depending upon the interest displayed by the students, the interest that faculty have in expanding the courses they teach. And of course, you're all invited to do BTech projects with any of the physics faculty if you find it interesting. For that, I should mention that broadly speaking, in the physics department, we have 2 clusters of expertise and interest. One of them is around experimental condensed matter physics, material science and nanotechnology. And then the other is sort of theoretical physics, particularly in the areas of high energy physics and cosmology. And then of course the theoretical part also involves computational physics, so that's where, there is actually an overlap. So, so for instance, myself and Anjishnu Sarkar from the physics department are actively involved in what Dr. Patel mentioned earlier regarding the parallel computing infrastructure that we are going to be building up, because obviously in much of theoretical physics today, it is actually computational.
National and international events were even first year and second year students take part, like technical events. So where they make robots. So there was a Robo Cup where people from first year and even second year took part. So but we don't have enough knowledge at this stage, and I guess we won't be taught about it in first semester or second semester. So how can we get this knowledge apart from classroom, so that we can take these projects?
Okay, good. So actually it turns out that, so of course, there will be some theoretical knowledge given in the theory courses, and there's of course the lab that I mentioned. But in addition to that, actually in regard to what you just asked, you will be very fortunate because